What happens in the dark will always come to the light. Welcome on in. And today we're talking about a father of three in Utah that is currently behind bars after intentionally leading his three children on a perilous and arduous hike through death-defying conditions last month. The father of three children who went missing in the Wasatch Mountains last month has been charged with child torture. Micah Smith, age 31, was charged with 3 counts of child torture charges and 3 counts of aggravated child abuse, all first-degree felonies. On October 11th, 2025, Smith, along with his 2-year-old son, 4-year-old son, and 8-year-old daughter, set off for a hike in the Broads Fork Trail area, according to the Salt Lake County Sheriff's Office. Now, please remember those ages throughout the story. It's pretty important. 2, 4, and 8. The group was later reported missing, leading officials to dispatch search and rescue teams to the area, along with the Department of Public Safety's Aero Bureau and Lifelight. Crews were able to locate the missing hikers the following morning. All 3 children, along with Smith, were transported to local hospitals. Smith was reportedly in fair condition, while 2 of the children were in critical condition. 1 child was reported as being stable. Police said that the search and rescue crews found the 8-year-old alongside a boulder with, quote, a few sticks stacked up against it. The 2-year-old was found underneath the 4-year-old brother, who was, quote, mostly exposed, unconscious, and appeared lifeless. Police say that Smith reported leaving their home around 9 a.m. to go on the hike and reached the summit around 6 p.m., at which point the weather turned into mist, fog, rain, then hail. He allegedly told officers that by 8 p.m. they made it about 600 feet down before he decided they should find shelter. According to the affidavit, Smith told police that his 2-year-old son fell and hit his head and appeared dazed. He also reported finding a large rock that they could use for shelter and gathering logs, sticks, and rocks to make a, quote, windscreen. Smith allegedly told officers he then tried to use his body, head to keep the children warm. At about this time, documents show that the 2-year-old may have gone unconscious and stopped breathing. Smith told police he performed CPR until he was breathing on his own. Smith also allegedly admitted he was unfamiliar with the trail. According to police, Smith says he showed his 8-year-old daughter how to perform CPR after the 4-year-old began having difficulty breathing. He then allegedly left the children and went down the mountain. Deputies say that Smith reported sending photos to his wife earlier during the hike, who suggested that they start hiking down the mountain. He also told police he was comfortable hiking in the dark without light, even though the kids said that they were scared. Quote, this is about emotional and psychological harm, Salt Lake County District Attorney Sam Gill said of the charges. The way that he acted was in a depraved manner that caused emotional harm. Reports indicate that the 4-year-old had no pulse when deputies arrived. After approximately 25 minutes of CPR, crews arrived at the hospital. At this point, the child reportedly had a heart rhythm return, although it was very slow, police say. Documents show that the child's body temperature upon arrival at the hospital was 62.6 degrees Fahrenheit. While at the hospital, the child reportedly suffered a stroke, which required a portion of his skull to be removed and a drain to be placed. The 8-year-old child told officials that on the day of the hike, Smith told her, quote, it was going to be a 9-mile hike or a 9-hour hike. She later said how they climbed about 2 miles from the top, at which point the clouds started to appear. The child reported suggesting to her father that they should go, but he responded by saying, this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. The child later said that the storm came in really quickly, recalling snow, hail, and rain. She told police she was worried about not living and tried to keep her 4-year-old brother warm. I am going to show you now a little video of exactly what that storm looked like on that evening. This was taken by somebody local to the area. So this is exactly what they were experiencing, except they were up higher on the mountain. Search and rescue crews reported that the hike took over 5 hours and entailed an elevation gain of over 3,100 feet. The trail was also found to be hazardous, with rocks and boulders that were unstable. Deputies involved in the rescue stated that only 2 of them felt confident in their ability to reach the location where the children were found. Multiple deputies reported receiving injuries, including, quote, bloody arms, bloody knuckles, and puncture wounds, even experiencing a rock slide. A search of Smith's phone revealed images and videos during the hike. Police say in one video, the 8-year-old can be heard saying, "Are we going to freeze to death, Daddy?" Smith reportedly responded by saying they were, quote, almost to the top. Images captured of the hike showed the children attempting to scale the sides of a cliff while struggling and complaining about the cold. Quote, "We want to make sure that the children who are the most vulnerable are protected," Gill said during a press conference. "Given the context and how it unfolded, we believe that the charges adequately reflect the analysis of the screening team." The Smith family issued the following statement regarding the tragic event. The family is grieving and asks for privacy and sensitivity during this profoundly difficult time. We appreciate the outpouring of concern from the community. Our hearts are broken by what has happened, and our focus is now on ensuring that Micah, Samantha, and their children receive the support and love they need to heal. The kids are continuing to recover, and your deepest prayers are appreciated. Police say that approximately 1 month before this incident, Smith allegedly expressed self-harm and reported to an officer he was going to, quote, hike up to the top of the mountain. He was found with an axe and 2 pew-pews in his vehicle, but denied that he was going to use them. On November 10th, 2025, Smith was actually trespassed from the Primary Children's Hospital for allegedly interfering with the 4-year-old's care and, quote, tampering with the equipment. He's still being held at the Salt Lake County Jail without bond. Now, he was recently seen in court, and I will be sharing his court appearance in a separate video for you to see. So make sure that you are following me by hitting that plus sign to your right, and you'll stay up to date on this because there's more coming out. I also have new footage that has been released from his incident with police body cam previous to this. As always, let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you in the next one.